Yeah, it was her fault, by the way. No, you were the one who took it out of the box, and somehow Thanos snapped this book in particular. For the meanwhile, though, I placed a decoy in the box. It's by limited edition of Ultimate Minecraft Secrets. I mean, it's basically the same, right? So, Hinata told me that there's a magician in the library who can restore ancient books. Is she around? Hmm? No one's here. And where the hell is the light switch? Oh, oops. Why is the book lying down here? Huh? Huh. Hello? Ui-san? Hey, chill. We got permission to enter the section. Alright. I'm Sensei. This is Hinata and she's sleeping. Right. Anyway, we need you to restore an ancient scripture by tomorrow. The book? Here.
何ですかこれは。どうしてこんなことに。もう。
Today's guide video will feature the magician of the old library, Kozeki Ui. She's Trinity's library committee chair and she specializes in restoring and deciphering ancient books and scriptures. She loves books so much that she treats them as individuals. But because of her misanthropic nature and her passion towards her work, she tends to shut herself in the old library. A moss glue and holy tonic. Got it. We'll be on our way. And wait, what am I smelling? Hinata? Was it you? No?
うわ先生。
Wait, you haven't showered for a month? Let's briefly discuss Ui's stats. She's a support striker who wields a sniper rifle, and she has increased damage and cover rate on field areas, but those are decreased on indoor areas, which is kinda ironic. At 3 stars level 80 with tier 7 equipment and no affection bonus, Ui has 3,128 attack, 95 defense, and 23,619 HP. Increasing her rarity to 5 stars will improve your attack and HP by 819 and 3,515. Raising her exclusive weapon to level 50 will give her additional 772 attack and 2,935 HP. She uses Yoinish Manuscript and Limnun Rents as level up materials. Among all support sniper strikers in the game, Ui has the lowest attack and HP values compared to Miyu and Tomoe. Since she's a support striker, most of her stats may be insignificant to see if she's actually good. So, let's check out her skills. Her EX skill is called Antique Book Specialist. This skill reduces an ally's EX skill by 50% for 2 uses and increases their attack from 10% to 16.1%, depending on the skill level, for 46 seconds. Take note that the resulting cost is always rounded up to the nearest whole number. For example, Hina has a 7 cost EX skill. Using Ui's EX skill will turn Hina's cost from 7 to 4. Additionally, this skill has an initial cost of 5, but it can be reduced to 4 at level 3 and to 3 at level 5. This EX skill is extremely useful for units with expensive cost, like Hina, Kayoko, Bonnie Karen, Hinata, Aro New Year, and Nona Misumisu. With the cost halved, the team's rotation will be significantly faster, allowing skills to be reused faster than usual. Ui's EX skill is also helpful with units with 4 or 5 cost skills. It's also important to remember that you cannot apply this buff on herself and on specialists including tactical supports. Her basic skill is called Knowledge to be passed on, and for every 40 seconds, she increases the crit rate of all allies in a small circular area around her by 13.6% to 25.9% depending on the skill level for 33 seconds. This skill has a 7-second window between each use and it's helpful for getting more consistent crits from your DPS. But since the range of the circular area is just minuscule enough to buff allies that are near her, middle strikers might not get benefited from this skill. Her enhanced skill is called Expert Knowledge, and this skill improves her crit rate by 14% to 26.6%. And finally, her sub-skill is called Oversensitive, and whenever she uses her EX skill, her attack speed will be increased by 24.2% to 45.9% for 20 seconds. Ui offers a huge cost discount on her target for 2 uses, and she can provide a crit buff if she's near enough to the target unit. So, her skill priority is pretty straightforward. Go for her ES skill first, followed by her basic skill, enhanced skill, and then the sub skill. Her other 2 skills are helpful in generating some damage despite being a support striker. This is also supported by her equipment set. Oi's equipment is composed of a pair of gloves, a hairpin, and a charm. This equipment set is currently exclusive to Oi. This set gives 500 flat crit rate, 35% attack, and some crit damage and crit rate resistance. For her equipment priority, just max those out. It's probably more important for her to have more HP to survive enemy attacks. Oi's exclusive weapon is her signature, the Lyle Carbine, one of the quietest firearms that she uses whenever someone's being a little bit too noisy in the library. Volume Suppressor. At 2 stars, her hand skill is upgraded with an additional crit rate by 100 to 190 depending on the skill level. At 3 stars, her area affinity on field areas is upgraded to SS. Due to the fact that she's a support unit that relies heavily on her EF skill levels, you probably don't have to raise her EW unless you want her to survive against enemy attacks, like the turrets in Chesed and Perozilla's laser beam. Well, at least 5-star EW30 is more than enough. Now we discuss her skills, let's see if Oi is actually good by pointing out her strengths and weaknesses. The cost reduction is extremely useful for units with expensive ES skill to get back into the meta. In Urban Titan Insane, Hina, with Oi's assistance, became one of the core DPS of the first phase. In Indoor Perozilla Insane, Bunny Karen easily dominated the rankings with her 4-cost discounted ES skill. While in Chesed, Oi hastened the rotations of Auru Yuir, Cherino, Maki, and others. Despite being a support striker just like Koharu, Oi can deal some damage with the help of her enhanced skill, sub-skill, and her equipment. This might not be evident, but hey, she's trying her best. But what about her weaknesses? Oi's initial EX skill cost is 5, but it can be reduced to 3 at level 5. This might be a problem with everyone who's currently suffering from shortage of Trinity Blu-ray disc, since there are already multiple units who are fighting over those materials. But if you're already stocked up materials for her, then you can disregard this point. Also, her attack buff might be concerning if you bring Kotama in the team. Let me explain. There are 3 types of buffs in Blue Archive: the self buffs, the skill buffs, and AoE or aura buffs. Basically, you cannot stack buffs of the same type, with the exception of self buffs, which will apply no matter what. Since Oi and Kotama's attack buff share the same type, they cannot stack. So, if you apply Ui's buff and then Kotama's, Ui's buff will be overwritten with Kotama's and vice versa. Another small issue with Ui is her survivability due to her below average HP, especially at lower stars. In Chesed Insane, she takes twice as much damage since she has light armor, making her vulnerable against turrets. In HUD and Perozilla Insane, despite taking neutral damage, she might get into trouble if she's being pressured way too much from HUD's turrets or Perozilla's laser beam. In conclusion, is Oi actually good? As expected from the sources of the library, yes. Oi provides EX cost reduction on her teammates, which can improve the team's skill rotation and overall team damage. The rest of her kit improves her critical chance, which allow her to contribute some damage. Despite requiring her EX skill to be maxed in order to become usable, this is nothing with the huge support potential that Oi can provide. Just make sure she's not taking too much damage, or else you'll scurry back to the library. Along with Kokona, she's one of the very few units who can provide cost reduction, so it's a missed opportunity if you don't pull for her. And that's it for Ui's guide video. Ui's contribution to the meta is significant that some expensive units like Hina, Bunny Karen, and Kayoko earned themselves a spotlight in the platinum rankings. Despite being a shot-in and a bit of a misanthrope, she can definitely prove that she wasn't called the sorceress of the library for nothing. So, what student should I showcase next? Leave your suggestions in the comments below. Also, if you want more Blue Archive content and streams, go ahead and subscribe now. And follow my Twitch on twitch.tv/tomogumotu. That's it for now, and you actually did it! It's as good as new! Now Hinata, let's go ahead and swap this. Thank you, Oi-san. I'll treat you tomorrow. How about that limited edition cake just outside the campus? Oops. Sorry about that.
何その変なのは。これは違う。